Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp, family and friends? This is Mike Sneed coming to you. Got my friend Mike with me too. We back here in his shop again. Mike, now you have an actual YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel, hey, your wife write it down for me. Proven Professional Construction Services. So if you're coming in, I'll put it in the link in the description later on. But go over to Mike's YouTube channel and actually subscribe. Also, I want to let everybody know we got the hands-on live event coming up January the 28th. If you haven't already, please go over there and purchase Appliance Boot Camp. We have plenty of payment plans so you can get in, so you can start learning how to get into the skilled trades, get out here in entrepreneurship, start making some money. Also, remember we got the popcorn for sale online. If you go there, click the link in the description. You can purchase our popcorn. We really appreciate it. And when you buy that popcorn, you're giving the kids, the high school kids, jobs, and allow me to be able to create more courses and teach more entrepreneurship to you all. Also, it's going to be a happy early New Year. I want to tell y'all happy early New Year. And I'm gonna introduce you all to Mike. Y'all met him one time before. We was here in the shop. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into him. And also, we got a course that we're putting together. And we're going to go more into that course and tell you all how you what you expect to learn if you come out into the course that we're putting together. So I'm going to introduce you all to Mike. And I forget your last name again, Mike. Imes. Mike Imes. And Mike Imes, you're a licensed plumbing contractor.
Correct.
All right. Now, how long you been doing plumbing contract?
I've been doing plumbing for about 12 years now.
Okay. Now, how did you get into plumbing?
Well, I needed to do something. I was working for a company. I said, you know what, I'm going to try something different. I wanted to kind of be my boss. And I thought that was the best way to get into it was the plumbing industry. I like working with my hands. And I actually had a good friend of mine that was doing it. Him and his father. And I said, hey, man, let's see if that's something. So I got into it about 12 years ago.
Okay. And when you got into it, plumbing is a little different than electrical. I'm sure a little different than appliances. Appliances doesn't require a general contractor's license, but yours does require a general contractor's license. So how long do you have to work with? You work with a company or you with that guy?
I worked with that guy for 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And he didn't have his license.
He didn't, but he showed he was trained.
It was a mess. It was a mess, but he was making good money with his father.
Oh, okay.
So when I was ready to sign off, I couldn't sign off.
Oh.
Yeah, so then I went to work with another guy. He was an ex-Navy SEAL. His name was William Boston. He was out of Pittsburgh. And so he trained me for a couple of years. And then after he trained me, he ended up signing my license.
Wow. Wow. See, I told you all, be careful when you going out and you're working for somebody, especially you're going to go get the contractor's license. Make sure they be able to sign off on your hours so you can go take those tests. So that's good. So after you get your contractor's license, how long before you go out and start your own plumbing business?
Well, when we first started, we were doing a lot of commercial work. And then I said, you know, hey, this commercial work, we have what I call mix. To where, you know, I make $10,000, $20,000. And then the next month, I'll do the same work. You know, the contractor wouldn't pay me. Just 2 guys in the truck. And a lot of guys, when you get your contract, you want to set it up to where you have that back end office for when it comes to receiving and collecting money's building out, collecting payments and invoices. And that's really important. I didn't know that. I thought that when I first started, all you had to do was say, well, go out there, did quality work, and, you know, talk to the people and say, hey, listen, I did this for you. It wasn't like that. It gets tricky. So
yeah.
It took a while for me to get to that point.
Yeah, so what he's talking about that when we talk about that paperwork, that back end office work. That's the actual really running the business. Not so much the trade, but the actual really running the business. That's the hardest part. And what happened when you won't put your payments in time, and
not putting the payments in on time. Being too honest with my clients, not honest, but just being too trustworthy. To where I'm like, okay, I did the service and I expect you to pay. You know, and then they have a contract set up, the little contracts we did have set up, a lawyer. It was just a mess. But at the end of the day, I needed that to get to the point to where I was. Because it seems like when you fail, a lot of times when you're trying to grow, you get more from the failures than you get
Always.
from the wins. So when you fail it, you need to look at, okay, what did I learn from this? And a lot of times it's better than the win.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't hurt you to the point where it kicks you out the game.
There you go. Now, with us, we do a lot of what we call third-party warranties, like American Home Shield, Home Republic. Do you do any of that with the plumbing?
We do. Okay. So I started off with commercial, and then I purchased, I leased the building in Garner, North Carolina, and then that's when we started doing service calls. And we do service calls. We do about 5,000 service calls.
Oh, okay.
And then we also do light commercial, and we do residential. We do a little bit of every, but we don't do a lot. Our main focus is the service call industry. That's why we built this wall that y'all guys are looking at. To whereas when my guys come in and text, I can train them properly and make sure they get the quality service there.
Okay. There you go. That's great stuff. So now we're getting into why we're here together today. We've been talking to Mike, and everybody knows Slick too. Slick might be in the actual comments. You said they can't hear. Let me get a little closer.
Okay.
Can y'all hear now? Let's see if they can hear it now. All right. So see if y'all if you can hear now, just put one in the comment. Okay, then come back in. So what we're getting together now is muffled. Give me a second. Let me take it out of this holder, and maybe we can hear it a little better. Now I forgot to get my microphone. I got a little mic that I normally keep with it. Okay, that's better? Okay, much better. Okay.
Great.
All right, so I took it out the holder, so now we're good. All right, so what we're doing, as you know, if you might not know, Mike, you just purchased how many acres?
20 acres.
He got 20 acres. Slick got 40 acres. And what we're looking for is someplace we've been thinking about some way that they can actually develop their land and not have to sell their land off. And because the skilled trades is in such a high demand, that we now want to actually have what we call a skilled trades boot camp, where you all could come out throughout for one weekend, and we're going to build an actual what we call a travel trailer. It's an actual pretty much almost like a living space that's on a trailer that you can pull anywhere and set up into like RV parks, and they're very popular nowadays. And with that, it has a combination of all of the skilled trades. You have the plumbing in there, you got the electrical, you got the HVAC, we have carpentry, we have all that stuff tied up into building that one little travel trailer. And what we want to do, we want to set these travel trailers up on their property so people can actually come there and vacation, Airbnb it out. And y'all actually have like a horse ranch or something nearby. So it might be something they can work out with the horse ranch to them. And we want to actually start building these things to teach everybody the skilled trade. And with that, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be putting together a course, just like we did with the Appliance Bootcamp course. We're going to have an initial price. It's going to be a low price so everybody can get in. If you get in early, you'll be able to get grandfathered in. This is not going to be with the Appliance Bootcamp. There's something totally different that we're putting together to actually see if we can get you all out here to get y'all introduced into the skilled trade. And we're going to build pretty much a one-room house and over a weekend. And we're going to do it right here in Mike and them shop here. So we have enough room. We don't have to worry about the weather. And we're going to put this together and start teaching you all the skilled trades coming out here where you can be able to see everything. Now, with that being said, we're just talking before we went live. We're getting to areas of entrepreneurship and areas that our fathers and grandfathers didn't have an opportunity to get to. We're now having to go through zoning and planning. We have to get to have to have a civil engineer, architect, all these things now that we ordinarily would not come in contact with. But because now we're getting into entrepreneurship and we're getting further along in entrepreneurship, now we're starting to see all these other deficiencies that we don't have within our culture. That now we can actually start really talking to our kids and stuff and telling them why they need to go to school and become a civil engineer. Not just so much for them to go there to get a job. Now we can start telling them we need you to be a civil engineer because hey, granddaddy is buying all this land and he got to have it developed and he needs you to come out here and help him develop this land. And so that's why we want you all to come out here so you all can get on this journey with us so you all can start creating generational wealth for you all also and start seeing and all this stuff is going to be documented, it's going to be planned out. Same thing, it'll be a course afterwards. That if you all would like to purchase it, you'll be able to buy it and you'll be able to build your own travel trailer on your own. And we document the whole process from actually going out, getting the rezone, meeting with the civil engineer, talking to the DMV, making sure that it is roadworthy where we can pull it and everything up and down the highways and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that course together, and I'd like for you all to come out here and help us do it. And like I said, invest with us early on, and same thing, you be grandfathered in, and from there we if we do more stuff just like you done with the appliance boot camp. If we have different designs and we're going to build a different design 6 months from now, if you pay in the early portion you'll be able to come back 6 months and get the new design, and you also get the floor plan and a bill out list. You get everything you need to build your own travel trailer, and we're looking, some of them are going for $30,000-$40,000 for a travel trailer. So it might be even a business somebody might want to get into, building their own travel trailer. So, but I'm really looking forward to that. And how about you, Mike?
Hey, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Hopefully, y'all guys can hear me now. I know y'all couldn't hear me before, so let me recap a little bit. I've been in the industry for about 12 years now, and it's been great. I'm glad I made the decision for me and my family, and I'm just glad that Mike, we met not too long ago, and he had some great ideas, and I'm definitely into trying to teach people about these trades. I know that there's a shortage in the trades. It's hard to find good help, and that was one of the reasons I built my little training facility back in the back here. And y'all guys, we got this class coming up on us building the travel house, what's it called?
Travel trailer.
The travel trailer. We have to come up with the right name because we can't say.
We can't say tiny house.
Yeah, we got to say travel trailer. So right. Travel trailer, but guys, I mean, I think it's going to be amazing. Great opportunities for everybody to come and learn and have other avenues of ways of making money. And hey guys, I mean, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, and like we're talking, like I say, I tell y'all all the time, when we're talking, the stuff that happens off camera, that's the best stuff that we should be recording. But to get to where we're at in entrepreneurship and to the point where we're now starting to really build communities. We're starting to see why it's important to have people run for commissioners and stuff. I never even thought about why we need to have county commissioners or what they really done until, like I was telling them, I'm on a committee where I actually am a liaison with the commissioners and the citizens. And so I'm on a land planning committee. But I really didn't see the connection until recently when we started trying to do this. And I really saw this is why I need to be on these committees. And this is why we have to get more people to run for commissioners and stuff like that, because they're the people who get to really make the decision on what you're going to be able to do with your land and how it gets zoned and all that, and seeing how communities come together instead of just being just existing in the community. We're actually helping to shape it and build it. So I'm really excited about this whole process. All right, I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the actual chat, and unfortunately, I apologize. We got muffled sound at the beginning, but if you would like to come on, let me see if I can add. See if I can add something. I can't do it that way. I was saying if I could add something into the chat. No, oh, yes, I can. If you would like to, if you would like to, if you would like to come on live, I just put the link to come on live. All right, and we got my apps. It says salute Mike, Mike, family and friends. How you doing? Shimano 5 Lines says salute to family and friends. ABC family. Hey, how you doing? All right. See there. Sega Phonics. Yeah, hopefully the sound is good now. What's up, Donnie, man? Okay. Everybody said that was much better. What's going on, Quentin Hodge? All right, we moved it up. What's up, BK from the Rocky?
BK, what's up, baby?
You know BK?
I don't.
Oh, okay. He's actually from North Carolina.
Shouts out to everybody. What else we got here? Frank Evans.
I got Frank Evans.
My guy, what's up, baby? Great.
Let's keep going with it. Sega Phonics.
Sega Phonics. Yeah. Great stuff.
Yeah. PK from the Rockies again said exactly. Tiny house equals RV equals shit. Yeah, it does. I did. Yeah,
that's what we doing.
Yeah, the reason why we have to do this, because like I said, a lot of people watches the videos, and we're gonna have to go in front of commissioners and present, and we want to make sure that we're not giving them mixed signal, where we're telling them it's going to be a tiny house, and then we get out there in front of commissioners. They say, "Hey, you've been saying tiny house on the internet versus it's going to be mainly travel trailers where people can pull out there." And you all saw the video I put up over there earlier this week. This will look like that and even better what they're going to be doing.
Hey, Mike, I want to say that video. I looked at the video. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, all you guys listening looked at it. That was a great video.
Oh, thanks.
It really put everything in perspective as far as like when you talk about, doing travel trailers and looking at how those travel trailers were set up. It actually makes sense if you check out that last video that Mike did. It was really good. I was really impressed by that, and that's really pushed me over the top. And I'm 100% on board. And I want y'all guys to, get on board with us. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for everybody to make some extra money, and to learn and to make general wealth, like what Mike said. And me and Mike share the same goals. We want to help people, and that's my biggest thing. I was the main reason why I started the plumbing company, not getting in plumbing, but started the company, is that I wanted to take care of my family, and I wanted to give people opportunities that I wanted when I was younger, that I couldn't grab and have areas to go to, whereas I could better myself. So, like I said, we're looking forward to y'all guys coming out here to see us. And like I said, if y'all get a chance, check out that last video that Mike did. It's really good.
Yeah, now getting with that, the skill trade, what made you go into the skill trades? Did anybody tell you the potential in the skill trades when you was growing up? Because with me, I just got pushed college. Nobody told me the potential of money and stuff I could have made in the skilled trades. I kind of stumbled into it.
Yeah. So I was at the house, me and my dad, my mom, and a water heater went out. I mean, that's really what really pushed me over the top. And we called a couple of people. Everybody's like, "We'll get there when we get there." Everybody was busy, and then the guy came through, and then he charged me almost $2,000 to put in this water heater, and it took him every bit of about 45 minutes to an hour. I said, "What is going on here?" So, that just made me think about it. I said, I'm working, I'm making $10, $15 an hour, and I got to travel to go. It was just, but at the end of the day, it was helping people, and it helped us tremendously. So we was grateful to him to do it, and we didn't mind paying the money because we didn't want to be out of hot water. So I said, "Hey, how can I make good money and help people to where when I do finish, they still say, 'Hey, you know what, Mike? Thank you. I'm grateful. And then still make a decent living. And that was really intriguing about it, you know.
Yeah. I had done. I took fifth in high school. That's how I learned how to do electrical wiring.
Okay.
But when I was in college, I worked at Sears as a repairman. And working as a repairman at Sears doing appliance repair, I always had money. I mean, I had a motorcycle, an apartment, a car, two or three girlfriends. And I could pay to take them down to Daytona Beach, the freak night. I could get the hair done. I got
I'm not taking no risk. I'm going by myself.
Well, man, I'll tell you, I went from God. I get married, then I'm an engineer. I thought once I'm an engineer, I'm gonna make some money. I get married, I'm an engineer. I get my wife doing her hair in the kitchen, the bathroom. I'm trying to cut my own hair. I was broke, living paycheck to paycheck. I said something is wrong here, but it never clicked on me that the amount of money that how I was living as working as an appliance repairman in skilled trades, how great it was then. And then as an engineer, it sucked. I mean, it really sucked. And then once I lost my job and went looking for work, I found out that nobody wanted to pay me to write no code, but everybody was begging me to come fix their appliances. I just started from there, kind of same journey. I started off first, almost went bankrupt in appliance repair because I didn't know the business side.
You have to know the business side. You will get your head down. And one thing I want to say, it's not all about the money, because the money is great. But you know, when you're a skilled tradesman or professional, you meet so many people, and you meet a lot of. I've met dentists, doctors, lawyers, police officers. I've met so many different people because me going into their houses and me helping them out with their situation when it comes to their plumbing issues. It's just amazing. So not only do you make good money when you're in the trades, but you also get an opportunity to meet people that you would normally not be able to meet and get involved in. I've traveled some of the world. I went to Chile, Santiago, went out there for copper mines, worked on solar thermal. I've been to Cuba, where else? Nicaragua. I've been all up down the West Coast. And all of this was due to doing plumbing. Big companies were calling and saying, we need a professional to come out there and take a look at it. And we would go out there, and it's just been, it's just opened the world up to me. And I want to do that for the younger guys out here that want to get into this trade, or people that just want to change their career, that want to try something new, that that want to put a little time into it, and it will pay off. And we want to show you how to do it. And that's why we're here, me and Mike, and that's what we're doing.
That's amazing. Plumbing has taken you all around the world.
Yeah, definitely.
And, great. And I was growing up, with plumbers, the only thing I thought about was the guy bending over and you see his shorts come down, you see his butt crack. Nobody never told us the amount of money and the opportunities that come from plumbing. That's
right. Nobody told me that you can stay fresh. and still do your thing, and run after turds and people matter and stuff like that. And it's not as nasty. There's some nasty jobs out there. But at the end of the day, when you smell that smell, what comes after that is a smell of money.
There you go. So, that's what I used to always say. I love a dishwasher. You go there and the water's sitting there stinking. It smell like money to me. Yep. All right, we're gonna read a couple more of these. Like I said, if you wanted to come in live, that's the link. BK from the Rockies, it all depends on the structure and zoning where you can put it in. Yeah, that's what we get into now. We got to get into going to the zoning and finding out where they can put it in. Frank Evans, hey Mike, I got a guy to do my website and SEO. My phone is ringing like crazy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I tell you all, now I don't do my own website and SEO. It's just too much with Google and getting everything optimized for all the cell phones and stuff. I just pay a company, and I have no problem getting the service. Second Fathers, that was a great video. Sounds like a great opportunity for us all. Yeah, thanks. We appreciate it. And we, like I said, it's going to be great because, like I said, we're going to put together the skill training boot camp, and you come in, you're going to get everything. We got licensed people here. And every component that you have in the house, you're having it in. You're gonna have the plumbing. You're gonna have the HVAC. You're gonna have the framing. We're gonna put roofing on. So you get to see everything. All right. Quentin Hart said, "Sounds great. Topic behind the skill." Yeah, it is. And like I said, we're gonna be marketing this to everybody. We even gonna be marketing it to the people who do the van life and all that stuff. They might want to come out and learn how to build one of these travel trailers. They can just pull with a truck, and they can be like nomads, live anywhere. My house, with so many trades being closed by unions, how do we get young guys working, or is it based on your area of the country? Down here in the South, we don't have any unions. That's one thing I always tell people. I don't like the unions. If I was in a place where it was unions, I would not have been able to start my electrical contractor business because I would have to go to the union. Also, it doesn't it doesn't give you the opportunity to go out there and compete. So like in New Jersey, like sometimes I'm still trying to get an electrical license in New Jersey. The unions make it so hard for you to get in. They say you have to have $1 million working capital. You got to write down everything you do for 2 years. You got to have all this stuff signed off. And the working capital, you can't touch it. You got to be set in there. So they make it so that the average person can't get in and start a business. And you have to think why those unions were there. The unions were there after slavery when all the slaves started migrating up north. They were the skilled trades. They were the blacksmiths, the iron workers, the carpenters, and they started putting all the people of work out of business because they couldn't compete with the skill, the craftsmanship that they had. And so that's when they made the trade unions. They said, okay, in order for you to be a carpenter or a blacksmith, you got to belong to the union. And if you're African American, you can't belong to the union, and it forced the slaves to go back down south and rebuild the South.
And then when it comes to skills, when it comes to the union, even if you have these skills or somebody, nobody taught. It was hard for me to find where to learn how to do a trade at. So even if you do have a union up north, if you know the basics of the trade, it's going to be a lot easier to crack into that because you have to know the terminology with any trade and know a little bit about it before you get into it.
Now, did you go to any school for plumbing or everything on the job?
It was on the job.
On the job.
Everything was on the job. It took me a while. I had to fake it till I made it.
Yeah.
You know, and the biggest thing for me was to actually just understand what plumbing is and a lot of people understand. As far as like when it comes to your water distribution system, that distributes all the water to all your devices, which is your toilet, your faucet, your sink, and then you have your drainage system, which conveys all the sewage to the sewage system, or you have a septic tank where it's going to convey it from one place to another. So you got your drainage system and you got your water distribution system. That's the basics to plumbing when it comes to a structure. If you have a bathroom, or if you have anywhere you wash your hands or wash your clothes, anything like that. It was just hard for me to understand that. I just wish somebody would have came and taught me that part. Mm-hmm. The learning curve would have been a lot easier, and I think I would have benefited a lot more, being able to help people out a lot faster. But I just didn't know where to go. A lot of these trades, there's nowhere to go to actually learn about what the trade is about. But it's good now because the internet and what we're doing, it can help people and get them introduced to it. Because like I said, like he said, the only thing you see is a plumber is just a butt crack up under the sink, and that's not really what it is.
Okay. All right, we got one guest. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring you in. Can you hear me, Slate?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? Let me turn my volume up. I'm doing it from my phone today.
Slate, what's up, baby?
What's up, mate?
You got it. Doing? You got it.
Yeah, I missed the beginning of the show because I had to go pick up a murderer.
You had to go pick up what?
A murderer.
A convertible.
A murderer.
What's that? Converter.
My son killed his first deer today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So I had to go pick
He's a murderer. Okay.
Yeah, murderer. He done knocked Bambi just laying on the ground bleeding everywhere.
Now, are you still working?
No, I'm done now. I picked him up and I'm about to go in the house, chill out. My wife don't like to hear me talk and stuff, so she said I be talking too
I'm
loud.
trying to get your sound up a little bit. Let me see if I can get the sound up a little bit for
Let me
you
turn
here.
this. I gotta put my face in the camera, so I'm gonna cut the camera off.
All right. I
That
think
good?
we're good.
You still here with me?
Yeah, we're good. So we're just talking about you. Maybe you might be putting. Well, ain't no maybe. You are gonna put some of these travel trailers on your place.
Yeah. I'm down with the process, man. I really think it's gonna
You good?
work out good.
Okay.
I really think it's gonna work out good. Um, and I think the whole skill trades class is gonna be. I think that's gonna be successful and everything. So I'm all the way in. Uh, I,
There you go.
I do got a question for Mike about septic line. How, how many is it a standard about how many feet of septic of drain field you need for per bedroom?
Okay, I hear what you're saying. So basically, when it comes to the septic tank, what they'll do it is they'll do it by once you go with the city, they'll do it by the number of bedrooms of how big you need it to. Whereas, um, that's a great question. They do it to where as far as like how much space you, how much drain you got, how many bathrooms you have, and what you need to
Waiting for
to
Terry.
get out of there, and then how many times you actually drain that tank. So if you want to pump that tank out once a year, get closer.
Okay.
Get closer. Just depends on. It just depends on what's. If they're gonna have a standard, and then once you go with the standard, then you can get as big as you want at to that point. But it's gonna be a standard they're gonna have you actually install, and then you get all that information when you submit the proposal in. But they'll give you a standard. Say they may say you need to have a 20 gallon. But at that point you can do a 50, 60, 70, 80.
Oh, is that be the minimum?
Yeah, you can go. They're going to tell you the minimum that you can do, and then you can go bigger depending on what you want to do, because you're going to have to take that sewage out of there and get it pumped out.
I think
Does that answer your question, Slick?
like it got bumped off. It's a call drop. Now, you thought about getting what we used to call a honey wagon. Do you have a honey wagon where you go and pour the sewer out the septic tank? Oh, okay.
No, no. Right now we're actually fixing the house on our land now, because there's a house on the land, and there's a existing septic tank that's on it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we're not going to really have to do too much of anything.
Oh, you good. You good.
Hey, Slick, we lost you, man, but yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
King K, hey, Mike, what kind of price point you all thinking about for the course? I'm about to start saving for it now. I'm going to have a price until probably next week. What we have to do, I have to go out and price the exact cost that it costs us to build these things. And then from there, we're going to look to try to have about 20 people to come. 20 people should be enough for us to get it done in a weekend. If we put about 4 or 5 people on each wall, and we can get it done in a weekend. So once I get the prices of everything, I'll have all the materials, everything we need to build this thing. Then I'll come back with the price. But it's gonna be affordable. All right. BK for Rocky Facts. Everything I learned about sheetrock came from my uncle who learned it in high school long ago. The internet is the primary area where you can learn skill trade nowadays, unfortunately. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they networking there. Got some networking going on. All right. So now, you're the only child?
No, I have an older brother.
Any of your brothers and stuff ever they work in the skill trades?
No.
They work with, okay.
No, we went to college. My brother went to West Upstate. He pledged Vegas High Five.
Oh, the only thing to be, I have to talk to your brother then. Where he lives?
He actually stays in Atlanta, but he's here now.
He is? Oh, I got
Yeah, you got to highlight. But no, none of us. My dad grew up on a farm in Lexington. I'm a first generation plumber, so And then what I see from first generation plumbers compared to like second generation and third generation, I mean, they don't like to come up with new ideas. They want to stick to the rivers and lakes that they used to.
the older plumbers.
Yeah. So, but it's just the plumbing industry is so broad. There's so many things you can do, from gas lines to air pipes to commercial, industrial.
Now you do the geothermal also, right?
Solar thermal. Solar thermal. So solar thermal is when you put a collector, which is a panel, on your roof, and it has a heat exchanger in it where it has copper coils that the water goes through, and as it goes through those copper coils on the roof with the collector, it heats up the water, and then it comes down for either domestic use, or it can be put into a call it a battery, but basically what it is just like another water heater where you can store that water at. And the solar thermal is good for applications like hospitals, hotels, places that use a lot of water, a lot of hot water, daycares. We did a project for Snyder Electric for the Greenville fire station, the police station. We put collectors on their roof. So it's definitely a good application if you use a lot of hot water. Hotels is a great application for it. And I've been doing that for a while too.
Now, which one you like more commercial or more residential?
Wow. I would say I like commercial because you have more leeway, you have time to get the project together and to finish it, and it's a collective effort with other contractors. Residential service calls is great because you get an opportunity to meet different people every day and to help people out that really need your help. We helped out a lady the other day. She was 81 years old in the house by herself, didn't have any hot water, and was able to get her going that same day. I mean, that really makes me feel good, Mike, man. It really does. But the commercial applications, I like those too because you get a chance to do something different. And then after it's put up, you can always go to the restaurant and take a picture.
I put it together.
The daddy did the planning. I know nobody in this building know me, but I was the guy that made sure that when you go to the bathroom, it's working properly.
I know that feeling all too well. We're not going to keep y'all much longer. Mike will be coming back several times between now and we have the course coming out. Introducing you all to him. Be introducing you all to the actual course that we're going to be putting together. Like always, if you hadn't already, go sign up for Appliance Boot Camp and get into this new trade course. In 2022, we're going to be doing a lot more of introducing other skilled trades, doing a lot more of what we call that generational wealth, where you're going to see, I got some different investments coming in. You got Slick building his land out. You got Mike building his land out. Outside of this, they even got other projects and stuff going on. So we might even get into some of their other projects because you have another business. What's your other business over there?
Mitigation.
Yeah.
So we do plumbing, and then we have a separate EIN, separate entity for mitigation because a lot of the service calls we do once we fix the plumbing issue, there's always secondary damage from the water leak, and we have another company that comes in and cleans that up. It'll take out the affected areas and dry the wet areas, and then they'll come in and clean up everything and put it back together.
Yeah, that's a great setup because he's the plumber that goes out there and sees all the water damage, and then he can recommend his other company to come out there and clean up the water damage. And you had to take how long did it take to get certified to do that? Like
I met a guy when we first got into mitigation. I met a good friend of mine. His name is Scott, and he worked for Roto-Rooter, and they do a lot of mitigation. And he actually turned me on to the classes, and it took me actually about a week and a half to get certified. So that'll be something I'll be talking about a little bit later with Mike, and further classes to help y'all guys out. But that's really lucrative too, and it doesn't take long to get in that trade. So we'll talk about too as we move forward. But Hey, Mike, man, I really appreciate you having me on here today.
Man, I appreciate you you coming on. Like I said, I'm so excited to see what you, especially you and Slick, what y'all gonna be doing with your land. I want to thank y'all for allowing me to actually go along the journey with you all to actually see it.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah, because I told them they're guinea pigs.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna see how they do it, and I might grab me some. Ain't no mic. If it work out, I'm gonna grab me some.
It's gonna work.
And do the same thing.
We touch something. It's gonna work as long as you stay in school. You gotta graduate.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So
There you go.
it's definitely gonna work. And Mike, man, I appreciate this. Is my second podcast, and
You feel like a pro. And like I said, go to his channel. His channel. Let me give it to you again. It's gonna be Proven Professional Construction Services. Go there and subscribe.
So it's coming soon. I think is it coming soon?
No, it's already up and running.
Hey guys, listen, Proven Professional Construction Services, baby, come see me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you everything I got here. You know, I'm successful at what I do, and I want to make it to where I can share my knowledge with y'all guys and with Mike and with me. I mean, it's a great thing. Let's go, guys. Come see Proven Professional Construction Services.
They gonna returns, and then I'm gonna do my Jerry Springer, as my wife called it. Jerry Springer thought of the day we used to ready to get off. Terry the electrician, what's going on? Grandmaster Mike, I see you making boss moves and doing big things. Salute to you and those brothers you work with. Thanks, Terry. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Terry, appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir.
That's Slick coming back. I bring Slick on one more time. Hey, can you hear me now, Slick?
Yeah, I hear you. Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You dropped off.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm all in about this project, and I really want to know more about plumbing.
I got you.
Because
Slick, man, we got more to come, baby. We're gonna get it cracked a lacking and cap a lacking. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's some money in plumbing. But what I got other projects going on too, like you do. Like I got a house on my land, and it's got a septic tank, and it's got a well. What I found out is planning and zoning, those political games that Mike like that's good at. Now I got to practice them myself. So I'm applying for the seat on the board.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I put my application in already. And I hope it.
That's great, Nick.
Yeah, like I said, this is stuff that we're going to the next level. And I think it's really great what you guys are doing. You're showing that what you're doing is not a hustle; it's a real business, and you're showing that the potential to move over to the next lane where you actually are becoming the community leaders and movers and shakers.
Yeah. Well, you should. All right. So sometimes people got to see stuff to know it's real, right? But you always know it's real, but you got to see it for yourself so you can know you can do it yourself, right? And so I remember we're going into the ice cream building, right? I remember some of the videos about your houses and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? He've already gave me the blueprint for the business, and that went true. Let me see if I can duplicate this process over here. Let me see if I can duplicate this process over here. And it just keep working. Yeah, it just keep working. I mean, inch by inch that's my new saying. Inch by inch is a cinch, baby. Just a little bit at a time. You know, instead of trying to, I used to try to bite off the whole thing. You know, my first day back in the gym, I go hard. I'm in there 3 hours. And the second day I can't even go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be stoic. Yeah, I definitely understand that.
Yeah. So I'm learning to take life in smaller bites, you know what I'm saying? All through dry elements, you know?
Yeah, changing dry elements. No doubt.
All right.
And like I told you all came in and surpassed me. I spent a lot of my energy and time the last 20 years fighting and trying to figure this thing out. So you all are lucky. Y'all get to jump line, and you all got a lot of energy, and where y'all can actually move on ahead and do greater things. And like I say, I thank y'all again for allowing me to actually go along with the process with you all to see it. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited about where we're going. This right here, just really 2 years in, that we've been doing the Appliance boot camp. That most of the people have came in and started their own business. We got thousands of people now who making over $100,000 a year who are doing things like Slick and like yourself and that just buying land, creating new businesses and stuff. I can only imagine where we'll be in 5 to 10 years. I just met Mike been a month or so ago,
Yeah.
about a month or so ago, and it seemed like now we've been old friends. Because we went through the same thing. It's funny we talking, and almost like we all went through the same journey through this entrepreneur stuff.
Yeah, and that sweet potato walnut ice cream that he got, sweet potato walnut ice cream is some of the best ice cream I've ever had in my life.
Thanks. So.
That's some good ice cream. I've never had sweet potato ice cream, but I love sweet potatoes. They say it's good for the brain.
Hey, look.
Like I said, thank you all again. We're gonna hop off here slick. Get ready for New Year's. I'll be talking to y'all next year. Be safe. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming up in 2022. Be on the lookout for the actual prices where you can pre-sign up for the skill trade boot camp. And if you want to get into Appliance boot camp, we got a hands-on event coming up in January 28th. And we're looking forward to this. Keep following the channel. Remember, go. You got a YouTube channel too, don't you, Slick?
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel?
I think it's Slick Kirk, man. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Whenever y'all see Slick name, click on that and go to his YouTube channel. And don't forget to go to Proven Professional Construction Service and sign up and like and subscribe to their channel. And just follow their process as they put this together. Because the way you guys are moving, it won't be long for you all to be doing the same thing. Where y'all have to go through the same process.
That's right.
Hey, I got a middle school.
Shout out to my man Frank. What else we got up here? My app. Man, all y'all guys that tuned in, man. Thank you. You know.
Hey, I got a middle school teacher who want to bring some middle school students to them.
So what?
I got a middle school teacher who want to bring some middle school students to Mike's plumbing class, to Mike's plumbing facility.
Okay.
So
King K.
I'm gone, y'all. Y'all be good.
All right, see you later.
But
Quentin, all y'all guys, hey man, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we got 36 in. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let people know. Like I said, I wanted to come out here and do a video in the actual shop, let y'all kind of see what's going to be going on here. And we be coming in, giving y'all, y'all be seeing Mike on a couple more times in the near future. And I just keep following it. See the course coming up. And like I say, thank y'all again. And go sign up for Appliance Boot Camp. And don't forget to buy some of that popcorn. Y'all have a happy New Year.
All right, now we'll see y'all later. And also, what was that? Pumpkin walnut.
Pumpkin walnut.
Man, amazing.
All right.
Go get this.
All right, bye-bye.